We used it at Home Depot for many years. I felt a lot of our senior managers should be exposed to Outward Bound, because if you think about Outward Bound in terms of training managers, in terms of risk taking, in terms of being able to, to be self-confident and be able to work in a team in a high-growth company. So I asked, our training department to put together a program with the North Carolina school, and they did that very effectively, and this went on for several years. It was very, very powerful for us.
Outward Bound has a proven history of helping organizations, large and small, develop the leadership they need to grow and succeed. How does the Outward Bound method work? How can Outward Bound make your leadership development transformational? For answers, we turn to one company that has been partnering with Outward Bound for more than 10 years. With $12 billion in sales and 70,000 employees, demands on leaders are varied and complex.
We use it in our executive training programs, and I'm constantly getting emails saying that is really great. It really has changed how I look at things.
By going through this program and being put in situations where I had to rely on other people to get through, where I had to depend on somebody else's opinions or somebody else's insights in order to get through this course, has made me realize that I should probably have been doing it all along.
Taking risk at the Outward Bound experience illustrated to me that I sometimes underestimate my own abilities. And when I know what I ought to do and I'm ready to take that risk, in the past, before Outward Bound, I might not have done that. I'll do it now.
Outward Bound teaches essential leadership skills like how to motivate people, taking smart risks, and teaming. How are these lessons learned? It's called experiential learning, a more effective alternative to typical training programs.
My personal belief is that leadership is not learned in a book. Leadership is learned by discovering what enables you to have a vision and for people to follow that vision with you. And I think that being put in a situation where you have to make that happen is much more critical than reading about it in a book.
It gave me a look at my operation to say, if you take that energy and look at your operation and look at segments of business that you don't reach, look for salespeople that you haven't challenged, look for, revenue streams that you haven't thought about, and that kind of moved me out of my comfort zone.
In my role, I've been able to talk to a lot of people who have been through Outward Bound or are going through Outward Bound, and I think to a person, they remember Outward Bound and they say it changed their lives.
I guess the greatest thing that I took away from this experience was I can push myself harder, and I probably underestimate my own ability more than I should.
I couldn't tell you how great it makes me feel that my company feels that strongly about me to want to get me to the next level.
If some business theory is needed, put them in a classroom someplace. But if leadership learning is what you're looking for, nothing has the impact of an Outward Bound expedition, where in 3 or 4 days they begin the transformation from being managers to becoming leaders.
It works. It really works.
Finally, a breakthrough in leadership learning.